Hi guys, welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Next week today we're going to take a look at another one of the figures from the vintage collection, and that is this character here, Princess Leia in her Bespin escape attire. Now before we look at this one in full, we'll take a look at the packaging that this one comes in. And you see it's one of the brand new ones as part of the vintage collection. It's one that's not actually been released in the line before, not even in the previous one, so we do get this brand new one with a brand new image on the side there. This is obviously from the scene in the Empire Strikes Back where Leia, Lando and Chewbacca and C-3PO have escaped Cloud City, and this is just taken on the Millennium Falcon and they're being shot at by stormtroopers on the car back there. It's a good one they've gone for to give that there. Look on the back there, we do get other figures available in this wave. There's a good handful there that I'll definitely be able to give a look at too at a future date, so do tune in to hear them when they come. So that'll be something to look forward to. It's a good packaging design they've got there, based off the Empire Strikes Back, good line down from that. So we take a look at the figure now, and this one is a cool figure. I really have to give this one props for what it is. It is just it's simple, but it's also good at the same time. The first thing we have to do there is the photo real face, which is sort of being implemented onto the vintage collection. Really helps this look like Carrie Fisher compared to earlier releases of this figure, because I have been, or even the character in general, because there are some that have been a real mixed bag for what we have, but this one really does capture the likeness of Carrie Fisher really well. It's really well sculpted, especially the hair that she has at the back. And of course she has it sort of tied up in those sort of two braids that she's sort of having that tied into a bun at the back. So, because of course she has this hairdo when she changes to the Bespin attire, and she sort of just keeps it like this till like the ending scene, so that's all there. And the full rundown of the figure itself, they've really done well at sculpting the sort of uniform thing she's wearing at this point in the film. It's sort of a bit like a prisoner attire. It's also reminiscent of the Hoth outfit she's been wearing earlier in the film, except she's lost the jacket and all the badges are off it. I think that's kind of what it is. It's meant to be the Hoth thing, just with the badges and stuff all taken off it. I'm just wearing a simple pair of shoes rather than the boots she was wearing earlier in the film. Of course, the white look does sort of hinder the figure because the serial number now appears on the back of the figure, which is a little bit of a minor problem. But if you're displaying it on a shelf facing forward, it's fine. Or if you're displaying it with a carbonite set, because there is that carbonite play set that is out, so you can create a diorama with this figure, as the Lando, the Han, and all that, and have Han getting frozen in carbonite. Accessories count on this one, we just get the single one, and that is the E11 blaster rifle. Of course, she is given one by Lando in the film during their escape after he's basically got Lobot and the Bespin guards to free them, and she wields this when they're running through the corridors to get to the Falcon. Now what I like about this E11 blaster rifle is I haven't just given it cast it in simple black like they have often in the past. They've actually given this a sort of weathered design. Like, it's the kind of thing you'd expect from Black Series figures, but they've really implemented it onto here, and they've done it well. Like, I'm shocked as to how they actually did this, and they cast it in sort of a silvery grey, sort of like how they used to cast the Clone Trooper stuff back in the original Clone Wars lines. They used to give them silvery looks. They've gone in and given this a sort of silvery look to make it look weathered. You know, it's seen use from Stormtroopers in the past, and that one matches up really well. I was surprised when I opened the figure in its packaging, because I wasn't expecting it to be this well sculpted as a sort of as a weathered item. I really didn't see that for what it was going to be. So I've got to give Hasbro credit for that in making this one and giving us something that's really good and really well sculpted. So that is a definite plus point for the group there. I'll give you a rundown of the articulation. We've got a ball jointed neck, ball hinge shoulders and elbows, swivel wrists, a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball joint hinged at the knees, and ball hinges at the ankles. So there's the basic articulation, basic super articulation there that we have, and it really matches this figure well. I think this is one of the best Princess Leia figures that I have. We've actually got two of them this year, and I actually think this is the better one out of the two of them from what we've got. There isn't, because that other one in the 3 3/4 inch scale I will give you a look at a later date, but this one really matches out really well as a Princess Leia figure. I really got to give it the praise, Hasbro the praise for this one. It is one of the best 3 3/4 inch scale Leias we've ever been given. It just goes well on my load of Empire Strikes Back figures that I have altogether too. It really stands out and fits in well. And I know there is a Black Series scaled version of this, but I've still not managed to get my hands on it. But I would like to have that one in my collection too, just for the sake of having them both. And it fits in nicely. Like if you want, you can just do many scenes with this one, whether it be in the Carbonite scene, or when she's helping Luke get free, get back onto the Falcon with Lando and that, or even you can get that whole "it's a trap" scene, where she's shouting "it's a trap" to Luke on that scene. So it really goes well, and it stands up well on the shelves too. Bespin Escape Princess Leia. It's worth a grab if you're a Princess Leia fan. Worth it in any collection. So I will leave a link in the description below to where you can buy it at Star Action Figures, because I got this one on release from Star Action Figures, and I was glad, and I couldn't have been more thrilled to have it. Just even though there is just the one accessory being the blaster, I still think it's a great figure to have, and that's what we have for it. So that is Princess Leia Bespin Escape. I do hope you've enjoyed looking at her. Do drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. As I said, it's definitely worth grabbing. There's not much I can really fault this figure for. So yeah, I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can buy this. I'll also leave links to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram down there and below. And do drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.